This video is sponsored by Adventure Ages.
Ghost Hunter? Yes, ma'am. And there it
Collier says, are Alex and Farah romantic, do you think, Chad?
is. I've seen a lot of interesting fan art that
Yeah, so
assumes
have
that they
I.
are. But
Very
I don't
interesting.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, they came together with a singular focus and vision to free her people and to end a conflict. So very little time for romance in there. I wouldn't say that something didn't light a spark, but you never got to see peacetime with them. So it was not something that they could ever really explore, right? So I don't know. I really I have no information to tell you. In different circumstances, maybe, but it was what it was, and I'm kind of glad that they didn't touch it that way.
Me too, actually. Me too. I have to mention the sequel. I know you can't say anything, or you might not even know much, but
Better to assume
what are
that.
your hopes for the sequel? I'll
It's
ask
better
that.
to assume that I know nothing, man. In true Game of Thrones fashion, I am Jon Snow. I know nothing, pretty much all the
Hey,
time.
he was in Call of Duty, Kid Harrington.
He did. He played the bad
Yeah,
guy in Infinity Warfare. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, in terms of a sequel, man, I really don't know. I think the pandemic really threw a lot of things off, obviously, for a lot of TV shows, films, video games, this, that, whatever. I think, I know a lot of players have complaints about, Cold War and Black Ops and whatever else, but I think what people don't understand, and maybe they just don't care because it still cost them $60, right? Those guys put out a video game during a worldwide pandemic. That's not easy to do. There was no actors going to mocap stages. They had none of that stuff at their ready. They're recording actors remotely. And it's like, how do you do that? How do you put scenes together? Like, that's hard work. So I applaud those guys just for getting a game out there mostly on time, just because these are crazy, unprecedented circumstances. And the last year of these games is the hardest year for everybody. So I don't know what's up next. I don't know when we'll come back to the fold. I just hope that we do eventually, and I hope that Alex is welcome back to the table and the Task Force 141 table. So I really do hope that we can and do it sooner than later. It was an amazing experience, and I'm really eager to strap back in as Alex.
Let's take a moment to thank our sponsor for today, Adventure Ages. Adventure Ages is a game where you're a time-traveling agent tasked with a mission to repair the timeline and upgrade your time machine. It's a free-to-play mobile game with strategy elements, just what I love. Grow your resources even when offline. So you're sort of always playing online, offline, purchasing upgrades, growing faster, automating your growth. It's one of those games that I absolutely love because you're just ticking things over each and every day. And every choice you make will have an impact on your success. And you'll need to invest in in-game resources very intelligently and strategically. So advance throughout the different ages, bronze, medieval, industrial, all sorts of different ages, unlock new sets of resources and heroes, great art style as well, and become the greatest agent of all time. Guys, use the link in the description, download the game, it is completely free. Click the link in the description and download Adventure Ages.
For sure.
Is Alex a part of Task One? Is that confirmed or not?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
hear the term bandied out about. I mean, there was a trailer for Warzone that came out that kind of had the whole gang. I don't know if they're all in Task Force
That's
141.
right.
I'm not
Okay.
really sure.
Yeah, I'd probably presume you were,
I would hope he
but
makes the cut.
yeah, that's going to be an amazing game when that comes out. That's the thing. It technically it should come out in 2022.
Right.
So
The
technically
schedule
you
do.
should be gearing up soon to start acting. There is a pandemic, and
I welcome the
because
call.
you did the when did you shoot for Modern Warfare 2019? 2018?
Yeah, 2018 into
Yeah.
2019.
What date did you
Yeah.
start? Do you remember what month?
I think I was doing my first like scans and stuff like that. June, July, maybe August.
Oh, okay,
On a
okay.
Blur Studios with Activision, and that was like I think 2000. Oh my God, 17 into 8. Nah, I don't know. I've lost track of the years, man. But I was a part of the project for like a year and a half before it finally dropped. So yeah, I guess you could say 2018 It came out at the end of 2019.
Yeah.
So about a year and a half total in there.
You could be worse than me.
Maybe we'll have to chat on the side and see what's going on. I'm going to compare my action figure Funko collection to yours back there.
Yeah, I had a big collection of pop vinyls, and then I got rid of them, and now I'm back into it again. So
yeah,
you got a few, don't you?
I think what's been really fun, and I'll actually do a little show and tell because it's within arm's reach. But Janine, who's in the chat here, she had this custom made because they didn't really do a lot of merchandise.
Oh, nice!
They didn't
That's
do Alex
awesome.
merchandise, and we had a couple of like Lego creators kind of do some Echo
That's
3-1
awesome.
skins as well. So unfortunately, since Activision didn't put out kind of like a merchandise line, the fans have been absolutely incredible in creating their own for me. So it's really been a lot of fun to have a little collection growing.
Yeah, we need the Modern Warfare. We need the Task Force pop vinyl. I'll get all of them for sure.
I'll tell you what, I have heard that so many times that I actually emailed, Infinity Ward, and I'm like, hey, I'm just saying, like, if you guys put this out there, I'm pretty sure, you do well. And
oh yeah,
unfortunately, I mean, when you're dealing with huge companies, Infinity Ward's just a developer, right? And they're the studio, but Activision is the owner, and they decide what they license and market and what they put out there and stuff like that. So. I think that they missed an opportunity because these characters from Modern Warfare in particular resonated so much with fans and gamers that I don't think they were even ready for or expecting. But I was hoping they'd put some stuff out there for people to get, and but they haven't. But at least I got mine. I ain't mad about it.
Never gets old. Ghost Hunter says, "Does Farah play Warzone? And if so, do you play together?" I don't think she does.
She doesn't, man. Yeah, I mean, me and Jeff are the only ones that I know that play. Really, in terms of like some of the main characters in the game, and it's these are not easy games to just like pick up and be good at, right? So I imagine if even if they tried, it'd be a very infuriating first 2 hours.
That's the thing. I've had 14 years experience. When
right.
You think about it, I just the other day I was thinking, wow, I've been playing this series since 2006 or whatever it was. So it's not. It's for people just starting.
Yeah, man, it's not easy to do. I mean, I've played video games in my entire life. I've played first-person shooters before. I'm not the best at them, but I figured like, okay, how hard can it be? And I was just getting lit up, dude. Like it was like infuriating how I just could not even just stay alive for longer than 5 seconds. And I'm like, wow, you really got to put in the hours to be good at this game. And I think that's on one hand awesome, and on the other hand, like maybe a bit of a deterrent for people picking it up for the first time.
I've got plenty more questions here. If you don't, do you need to be anywhere, mate? We're all good.
No, man, let's keep going.
Alexander says, I don't know if it's been asked, but Chad, what's your favorite operator that's not you?
Oh man, gosh, let's just hope that none of my co-stars are listening. I love what they did with the ghost skins. I just thought that was incredible. Really, really cool stuff. Obviously, when Captain Price dropped, that was fantastic. He's the leader, and just with his cigar and like such a distinct personality. But I don't know, I'm gonna go with Farah. When they dropped Farah, I was most excited, just because I've got a special place.
You got a special bond,
Farah, since we had that experience filming together for so long. So seeing Farah run around the battlefield, and I think one of the coolest things is really getting to know and get to hang and getting to play with a lot of the girl gamers. They get griefed a lot, unfairly in Call of Duty. People talk a lot of crap in Call of Duty in general, but it's nice to kind of elevate and support girl gamers. And I mean, there's, Dahlia, some of them might be in the chat, they're unbelievable players. And it's really cool to see them running around with Farah and like the Alexandra Mara skins and stuff like that. I really think it's just cool for them to be represented and to have, something like that to play as.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, there was no women operators or anything of that nature. It was just, you just had no choice. So it's great to see some diversity now. My favorite probably Helen Park, besides yourself and go
Right.
and Captain Price. Um,
He needs to say that, everyone.
yeah, I need to say that
Gotta
because
say
he's here. James Smith.